Can you feel the love tonight? Let's have a podcast, people.
It's Green Bay when that pack come. Watch when it touch down. Intercept your bag and you ain't like that. I think you need to sit down. It's Green Bay when that pack come. No rats, we stacking cheese. It's Green Bay when that pack come. I got a plug like Poe and that's on me. It's Green Bay when that pack come.
What is up, everybody? Thank you all for tuning in with listening on a podcast, whether you're watching on YouTube. Wherever you're seeing this or hearing this, I appreciate it. And if you are listening on the podcast, you can also subscribe on YouTube and vice versa. If you're watching on YouTube, you got the podcast over on iTunes, Spotify, and all the other places. You know what I mean? But this was a fun weekend. First Green Bay Packers preseason game. I was there. It was a fantastic time. But first, let's talk about Quick Trip. Quick Trip, big sponsor of the show. They got some. I believe they have some new merch coming out soon. I can't give the details, people, but everyone loves Quick Trip. Go on over to Quick Trip. Get yourself some chicken tendies. Get yourself some mac and cheese, which is my personal favorite, as everyone knows. And tell them Matt sent you, which they won't know who I am. But there's like 9 million Quick Trips. Even the one close to my house barely recognized me. Everyone's there all the time. Anyways, shout out to Quick Trip. And I want to give a quick shout out to my first Patreon supporter, Noah. I started Patreon recently. So if you want to support me, if you want to support the show, you can head over to patreon.com/Matt Ramage and do just that. But if not, you're still going to get all the same content. Like, you know, I mean, it's all good. But if you want to be a supporter, I appreciate it. Shout out to Noah being the first supporter. All love, you know what I mean? But so I went to the Packers preseason game, which is always fun. I always think it's always fun because like people start to know who I am and people come up to me and say hi, and that is like really fun for me. I don't know. I love that because people, you know, you just start talking to people, talking football or whatever. But I want to talk about, first of all, I want to say the weather for that preseason game versus the family night was like the total opposite. Family night was the weather was rain. I was sitting in a big puddle. For the preseason game, I had seats. I was gonna go with someone. Someone said, "Hey, I want to, you know, I have an extra ticket. You want to roll with me to the game?" I was like, "For sure." But then the ticket ended up not being there for whatever reason. So I was like, "Screw it. I'm just gonna go to SeatGeek and buy a ticket." So I bought a ticket super cheap. First of all, you can go to SeatGeek. And for your first purchase, I have a promo code, Matt Ramage. That's not why I'm telling the story. I just remember that. But yeah, so I got the seats that are like way up top. I think that they're the new seats. People said I've never been out there before. It took me like forever to get up there because I'm stupid and I didn't know how to do it because I was never that high up. And you got to get on an elevator. There's an elevator, and I'm not afraid of elevators. I'm not one of these people who are afraid of elevators, but there was a lot of people in that elevator. I have never been on an elevator with more people than I was at Lambeau Field. And there was a person on the elevator, like controlling, like, you know, the elevator person that was like in control of everything. And he's like, everyone's on and we're all smashed together. He's like, all right, 3 more people. And then like 5 people came and he's like, all right, that's it. And like 2 more, he's like, all right, 2 more, that's it. And then there's like another one. He goes, all right, you're the last one. I'm like, dude, like take some control, bro. There's like, it seems like 30 people in this elevator. Like, is there a scale on this thing? Like, do we know what this holds? Like, what is happening? Like, I felt like I wasn't taking control. Like, no, someone needs to get off. Maybe I'll just get off. But I was like stuffed way in the corner. It was, I made it though. I made it. But elevators don't tweak me out. But when you say 3 more, let's just stick with 3 more. Like, is there a number? Is there a number that you, like a rule of thumb? Is there like an instruction manual? How many people fit on this elevator? How much weight? Just saying. I was a little concerned about the situation, but we made it. We got up to our seats. It's like a fantastic view. Like you can walk around and like there's like a ledge, and you can like look over and like see like the whole stadium. It's actually really cool. They got bucket seats. You got cup holders up there. It was it's a little different than sitting down there. I mean, obviously you're a lot closer like when you're down in the bowl and you see more of the action. You can see like facial expressions. Where I was, you couldn't really see faces, but it was a good time. I think you should experience all types of Lambeau Field. I've been in row 1, right behind the players bench before. I've been, everywhere scattered throughout the bowl. I've been like behind the glass up top in those seats. Now I've been in wherever you call those seats. But it was a good time, people. But I want to talk about a little bit of football here. You know what I mean? Because we watched some football. I had to rewatch the game because sitting up there, it's enjoyable. I had a great time. But like you don't see everything, obviously, from the TV, even if no matter where you are in the stadium. But Jordan Love, I thought, had a good time. I think, dude, first of all, I watched that the Bears game, Justin Fields, and all Bear fans were so excited. Bears fans were jacked up. He's a Hall of Famer. They were already enshrining him. They got him working on the bust already. People were comparing him to Michael Jordan at some point I saw on Twitter. And that's fine, because I tweeted out, I said, let Bear fans enjoy the day. Like, if you're a Bear fan, you've seen what Justin Fields did, even though it was against like the number 3s when he came around, but it doesn't matter. Like, I have no problem with you enjoying it. Like, hey, maybe we got our guy. Maybe this is it. Maybe not, it's not going to happen for you Bear fans. And I actually like Justin Fields. Like, I'm not going to, I said that. I was like, I'm not going to hate on Justin Fields probably at any point. I never really hate on players to begin with. Like, I made fun of Jay Cutler because he threw a lot of interception, but it wasn't like I was like, hating him or whatever. Like, but I don't think Justin Fields, I don't think he'll reach his maximum, what he could do, because I have no faith in the Chicago Bears offensive coaches. I don't think that they can get all of any out of any quarterback that they could have. I don't think that they're good. I think that they'll probably struggle this year, and they're probably going to get fired if they do. And then maybe he'll get a good coach in there. And because I think, what everyone says, he probably has it. And it's okay for Bear fans to be excited, but you can't be excited about how Justin Fields did and then trash on Jordan Love and say, oh yeah, but it was just preseason. Like, dude, which one is it, bro? You have to pick. Like, you can't be saying that Justin Fields did all great and he's going to be the, MVPs and he's going to bring championships back to Chicago. I shouldn't say champions back. You only got one as far as Super Bowls go. But, yeah, you can't say all that about him and then talk about Jordan Love and say, well, it was just preseason. Like, for me, I don't get high or low on a guy based on a preseason game, especially based on their first preseason game. I'm not going to say Jordan Love. Like, I think he looked good. I think he did good for his first preseason game. There's some numbers out here. Let's check it out. I saved this. PFF said in his first game action, Jordan Love's 122.9 passer rating from a clean pocket ranked second among 37 quarterbacks this past week with 10 minimum attempts. See, like, and that's good. Like, that's what you want to see. But like, I'm not going to say like, oh, whoa. We got the, Jordan Love's going to be a future Hall of Famer. He's going to be this. He's going to be that. It's like, yeah, it's a good start. It's a good start. I'm not at all concerned. If Jordan Love would have played bad through 3 interceptions and had a bad day, I wouldn't be that concerned. I mean, maybe a little bit if he did all that, but I'm not. There's not much that would be concerned unless he came out and just looked horrible, unprofessionally, looked like he was too big for him and all that. Because first of all, as far as the Packers go, Jordan Love isn't going to be playing this season. We got Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is going to be playing this season, so Jordan Love gets a whole nother year to just watch. And I think this year is even more important for him to watch because now he's not like, oh, shucks kind of guy. He's not a young kid coming in. He understands what the pro life is. He's practicing. He's doing all the things, and the COVID restrictions are not there this year like they were last year, like obviously with the offseason, preseason. So I think this year he's just going to get so much more out of it. And then whatever happens next year, because that's what everyone's talking about with the Green Packers, like, oh, enjoy it because Aaron Rodgers is gone after this year and Devontae Adams is gone. Like, I get these comments every single day about Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams. Oh, they're going to be gone. This team's in the gut. Like, dude, I don't care about what next year holds. Dude, we are going into week 2 of the preseason. And that is what I'm worried about, is this season. 2021 is the only season I'm concerned with. Like, I'm not looking ahead and Aaron Rodgers might leave and boo-hoo me. And people say, like, Aaron Rodgers' Instagram stories and a lot of his Instagram posts almost seems like already it's like a bon voyage, whatever you want to say, like, a farewell tour or whatever you want to call it. And I don't care if that's what he keeps doing. That's fine. And maybe he retires after this year. People talk about him being traded, but maybe he talked about that. He thought about retiring. So maybe in his mind, he is saying, I'm going to play this season. I'm going to ball out till I fall out. And then I'm just hang it up. I'm going to go tour the world. Cause he did an interview with Peter King. I didn't even see the whole interview. I didn't read the whole thing, but I saw some clips. A lot of what he was saying is that, I don't know, go read the interview. You know what I mean? I forget a lot of what he said, but a lot of what he said, I guess, was kind of backing up with a lot of what these reporters were saying, that, he wasn't sure he was coming back and all these things. I don't even want to get into all the offseason stuff because we've moved past it, people. We've moved past it. We are all in on its 2021 season. Dude, I think Rodgers is going to ball out. I think Devontae Adams is going to ball out. And there's really not much you can say, and excuse me, until the season starts, because we're just going to keep saying the same stuff. I think Aaron Rodgers is going to have a chip on his shoulder. He's going to want to ball out. Devontae Adams is going to want to get that contract. He's going to do a contract here, whether he gets signed by the Packers, whether he gets signed by someone else. He wants to put it on tape. And Funchess, I think, showed out. Dude, people were talking about Funchess like maybe getting cut. I don't see a situation where he's not a Green Bay Packer this season. Like he in practice during a preseason game, you just see this dude like one-handed grabs. Dude, if he has a year, man, this Packers receiving core is going to be something special. Mix in Randall Cobb. I know everyone's talking about that. Like people, whenever I mention Randall Cobb, people are like, oh, he doesn't, he's just not, he's 30-something, whatever. I don't care. He's a role player. You know what I mean? He's a role player. He's not expected to be like the, Devontae Adams. It's Devontae Adams, Funchess, like MVS, however you want to throw that. I think MVS could go off this year too. This receiving group could be special. Then you got Rodgers, the Rook. Dude, I think that this receiving group is going to be special. The running back group is going to do their thing. I don't know. I think people, and plus a lot of people are complaining about this defense. I don't know. I think I have high hopes for this defense this year. I have really high hopes. People are like, oh, the defense will be the downfall. Isn't that? I think Rashawn Gary's going to ball out. I think that secondary is going to be better. Dude, I'm pumped up for this team this year. And I'm going to the preseason game next week against the Texans. I think I'll have better seats. I'm going with my brother-in-law, his wife, and I think my wife is going to be there. So it's going to be a good time. Beers to be flown. We're going to have a good time. You know what I mean, people? But I thought there was something else I want to talk about. But I'm not thinking about it. But it's only Monday, people. It's only Monday, and we're going to have some more of this time. This season, for people who, I think I mentioned it last time, I'm going to do live shows every Tuesday and Thursday, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and then we're going to do post-game shows. And then I think Wednesday, I'm going to drop some more podcasts. But yeah, I'm pushing out content this season, dude. I'm jacked up because if this is a farewell tour for Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers are going to take a little rebuild, which I don't think that it would be a big rebuild. Again, I get that the contract situation, like the cap space situation, but even if Rodgers does happen to leave, whether it's trade, whether it's retiring, I think that the Packers aren't going to be like, totally trash and like they're going to be horrible and they're going to go back. They're not going to turn into the Lions. But that's what I'm saying. But if it is Rodgers last year, if it is the farewell tour, then let's enjoy it, people. Let's have some fun with it. Enjoy every second of it. Because I remember when Brett Favre at the end, I remember people always saying that, but like it never was, because he would talk about retiring and he'd come back and do the whole thing. But when he was gone, like, you have to appreciate greatness. And watching Aaron Rodgers play football, especially with Devontae Adams, it's a beautiful thing. It is a beautiful thing. So enjoy it this year, and let's have some fun. With the live shows, I'm gonna do some call-in stuff. I think for the post-game show, I might even do some pre-game show. But obviously, like if I'm at the game, I'm probably not gonna do that. but I'll probably still go live, like from Lambeau Field. I'm gonna try to do some stuff during the regular season at the games that I'm at, so I can still be live. Probably on Facebook. That's where most people watch my live stuff. But anyways, people, go Pack Go, and thank y'all for tuning in. We're gonna do a lot more of these, and I'm gonna push out a few more this week. It's only Monday. Let's get some stuff in. All right, I'm a little tired. It's been a rough weekend. You know what I mean? Go Pack Go, people. Let's get it in.
It's Green Bay when that pack come. Watch when the touchdown. Intercept your bag and you ain't like that. I think you need to sit down. It's Green Bay when that pack come. No rats, we stacking